everybody. Welcome to the House of Flux. How's everybody doing tonight? It's been an awesome day. I'm here with Chandler Remington. What's up, girl? How's it going?
Going pretty good. Happy to be here. Always happy to see you.
Okay, so real quick, I have to address the chat. They're like, oh, late and straight. Whatever. No, I'm a woman still, okay? Women talk a lot. So Chandler and I were just talking a lot. So I'm just being late and a woman, which is
Biological
like
hazard. It's just a biological hazard.
we just talk a lot. But what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? We have a member chat. What's up, Stingy? Wanna be pissed? Look at story. I DM'd you. Stingy. I'll look at it later. I don't want to be pissed right now. I'm here with Taylor. We're gonna talk about fun. Definitely not conspiracy. Definitely not real. Definitely not one world ordery stuff here tonight.
Nope.
So
I love the government. I trust Big Brother.
I trust them 100%.
Oh yeah, Joe Biden is awesome.
Is on your side.
Sorry, I just can't take you seriously when you say that. We mean it.
You know
we
what?
Totally mean it.
I'm 100%.
She's dead serious, folks. That is your serious face. I do believe you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty serious.
This is my serious face.
Yep.
Trust the government.
Yeah.
They are your friend and they are here to protect you.
I got chills.
No! Never talk to the government. Never trust them. They are only here to hurt you and take your money. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no, but we are here to talk about Project Bluebeam, and I'm super excited because this is kind of a obscure, well, not obscure. It's not as well known as some of the other theories out there. I'd like to actually, put a 1 in the chat if you've heard of Project Bluebeam. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't. I'm curious to know just how many haven't heard about this theory, because it's actually really fun.
Yeah, I know I had heard the name, but I never really knew what it was, and I still don't know what it is. All I know is that it has to do with UFOs, so my knowledge of it is confined to the one sentence you told me about, and I did not do extra research. Sorry.
That's all right. No, that's all right. That's,
but I'm
my
here to
channel,
learn. So.
We're here to learn together. I pick up what I pick up, how I've picked it up over the years. But whenever I decide to, talk about something in particular, I'll, revisit the topic a little bit, get a bit of background info on it. But then I do like to, do a deep dive here with you guys and kind of bring it up and show it. Not really a deep dive. I just mainly, I get you interested in the topics, and then you guys can do the research for yourself because, yes, do your own research. Don't rely on other people to tell you what's real and what's not. Because that's how you end up with a tyrannical government that likes to take away your children and confine you to your homes because they said so.
That's very good advice, and might I follow that up with, when you do your own research, try using Google Scholar. It's a really, really good source. You get a lot of academic articles, you get law articles, and those things are biased a little bit, but there is more empirical evidence in there than you might find on, say, Breitbart or Facebook. So just a suggestion. I like to use Google Scholar a lot.
Yes, I do not. Yeah. I do not recommend Facebook as a great trusted source of information, but it can point you in the right direction to some things.
Certainly.
Which is always great. I think we got a good mix of 1 and 2s in the chat, which is awesome. It's awesome because we can, learn together and we can discover, what's truth and what's just a theory. And starting us off with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Rosalind Duke, for the $9.99 super chat. I don't see good. Never trust the government. Don't You are good, good, good. And we were talking about you earlier and how, I'm excited because I hope Chandler and Jeff are, going to go stream with you and stuff because that would be cool.
Oh yeah, this morning for everybody who wasn't there watching our OJ stream, it would appear that Rosalind Duke has been sitting on a really cool family secret for a while. A member of her family being involved in was it the Warren Commission or some trial connected to JFK?
I'm excited.
One of those things, and I'm looking forward to learning more about that. So that's very exciting, and I apologize if I got the details wrong. I was a little fuzzy. But I am very excited. I think that should be fascinating, and I love finding out that people have cool things to share.
Right? It's like, oh, well, awesome. And Stingy with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It's government related. Trust me on this.
Wink, wink.
Exactly. It's one of those things where, I don't understand why people still trust the government. How is that still a thing?
I don't know. It's a really good question. I think that it's generally a good policy to not trust any government because they don't really have the best interest of the people. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's strange to me. Like children, I can understand. They haven't learned yet, but adults. Yes, Jack Ruby. Thank you. My apologies. No, but I agree with you. And I wanted to say, Flux, I just wanted to float some merch idea your way. I think that considering the ways that the government has messed with you, you need to make like merch stickers that say "the government fried my box," and you need to put like a like a picture of like a modem or something. Because when you were having internet issues, that would be
awesome.
It was really messed up. So I just think that would be funny.
That would legit be awesome. I would totally. I gotta do that. I gotta make stickers like that because I love stickers, and I would put that directly on the back of my truck. Like, just I would make it probably this big too, so that everybody could see it.
Oh, by the way, speaking of your stickers, I have my planner in front of me, and I realized like I actually have your sticker in the front.
Ooh,
right here.
Hell yeah!
I look at it every time I flip through here, and I'm like, aw, that's my friend.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. We also got a $2 super chat from Mr. Scott J87. Says, Chandler, would you dress as Flux for Halloween?
Oh, totally. It would be a really cheap costume. Really easy. Just put my hair in braids. I cannot do the braids as well as she can, though. I've seen her braid her hair. She's really good at it. I might have to get extensions, because as long as my hair is, it is not as long as yours at all.
I feel like your hair was pretty long. Was it not?
Yeah, but yours is like down to your butt. I mean, you have like really long hair.
Yeah.
I don't know how you deal with it. Like, I
don't. I put it in braids. I don't deal with it.
But still, and then I would need like a backwards cap and some glasses, and that would be that. But I personally prefer the idea of you and me dressing as Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World.
Oh my god, I would so be down. I would be so down.
It just depends. Do you want to be Wayne or Garth? We don't have to decide right now.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I would be Garth because I have the glasses,
Yeah, party on Garth.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I'd be Wayne. I'm down.
And it is funny that you say that because, so the company that I work for, it's owned by 5 brothers. And one of the brothers was like, just walking around the office the other day, and he's like, oh, well, he obviously called me by my real name, by my government entity name.
Your government.
I love that so much. He called me by my government name. He goes, oh, I'm going to dress up as Flux. And one of the ladies was like, yeah, you just need some rainbow or some red, white, and blue Crocs. And he's like, yeah, just get a wig with a hat, put it in braids, glasses, and, get a t-shirt that says something. And there I go.
Oh, the Crocs. I would definitely need Crocs. Yeah, it's really funny because when I think about you, I only think about you from like the shoulders up, but you're like a whole person. And did you see, oh, well, I know you saw it. I found the perfect costume for Flux for Halloween, actually. If she chooses not to do Wayne's World, I sent her something. We were in our group chat with Jeff.
I died. So, hold on. Let me see if I can bring that up actually,
because it's really good.
I am 100%. I showed Mrs. Flux immediately, and I'm like, I need to do this.
What did she think? What was her assessment?
She just kind of looked at me and was like, and I'm like, I know.
Yeah, that face.
Where is it? Oh wait. Okay, hold on. I found it.
I love it. It'd be so perfect for you. It would just take time.
I don't think it. Okay, maybe it does have sound. Hold on, let me bring the volume up and present screen. Guys, this is what I want to be for Halloween. I already have a costume, but I think next year, this is 100%. This is 100% me.
Oh my god.
Yes, bitch!
See, I feel like most people would be insulted if I sent that to them and said, you should do this for Halloween, but because you love Crocs so much, and, I just think they should sponsor you, honestly. Like,
I would totally be down. And for me, that whole vibe is very Jenna Marbles vibe. Which
I remember her.
I am so down. Oh, I miss Jenna Marbles so bad. Jenna Marbles needs to come back to the internet. The internet got shitty and YouTube got shitty when Queen Jenna left. Like, that was when YouTube really got shitty. Was when Jenna Marbles left.
I don't remember when she left the internet. I wasn't really
2020.
I kind of missed her. Yeah, I saw some of her stuff. I love that you know the exact month.
Oh, no, it was right after like the issues of 2020. So I'm pretty sure it was like June or July of 2020 because Mrs. Flux and I were both devastated.
I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe she'll make a comeback though. You never know.
We hope, but like. I think she's moved on.
Oh. Well, there's lots of good content, though, still, right? Like, you can go back and watch her old stuff. Yeah.
Oh, my God. We still rewatch her shit. Like, we've rewatched her videos multiple... They're so funny! And they're so good!
You should send me, like, your favorite ones, because I just, that era, I was obviously watching other stuff. I was, like, not paying attention. Like, I know she's really big, and, she's funny. I just didn't see that much of her stuff. My cousins love her, though. So, you should send me your best Jenna Marbles.
And I had been watching Jenna Marbles essentially since she started her channel, I think in in 2009.
Oh yeah.
And I had been watching her since like 2010. And I'm like almost every Wednesday or Thursday for years. It was like you literally watched her like grow up and like become a mature adult because she started in her early 20s and ended, in her mid 30s. And it was like, oh, it was the time in all of our lives when we all grew up and we're like, so like that growth, it was sad for her to leave, but I understand.
Yeah, respect. I mean, YouTube is harder than it looks.
She was the OG, the YouTube OG.
Yeah.
Oh man, we have thoroughly derailed.
Yes. Well, what is Jeff calling it now? Our requisite 17 minutes of bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, was it 17 minutes or was it 15 minutes?
17.
17. Oh, we have like
he did it again
3.5 minutes then.
What do you want to
and Manders 13 dropped 5 Mocha Dick memberships. Thank you so much, guys. You know what that means. You are now my Mocha Dick by force. You didn't even get a choice. Thank you so much, Manders, for dropping those memberships. And guys, thank you so much. Give Manders a thank you. Stray
I will.
says,
thank you, Manders. Love Manders.
Stray says all of Jenna's Ratchet Salon videos, the Claire videos, the jujitsu, so many. I miss her so much too, Flux. Right? And like that Croc video, so I want to say maybe it was like 2018, or she wanted to be a toothbrush. And so she turned herself, like, she essentially did that, where she made a giant toothbrush, and she was a giant toothbrush, and it was beautiful. And I aspire to be like that.
That's pretty epic. I like it. I have no idea what I'm going to be for Halloween, and it's like several days away. I should probably figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so guys, you guys want to hear about Project Bluebeam?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Let's get into it.
All right.
So, I just hit my mic. So Project Bluebeam, I have it over here. Where is it? I had it over here. There it is. Boom.
Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I've been having a contact lens problem today, and I want to be able to see what you're showing me. So, BRB.
That's all right. No worries. But guys, we will talk about kind of the ideas behind it. I do want to show a video. The last time I tried to show a video, I mean, it was the History Channel, so that was probably my bad for trying to play a History Channel video. But there's this video I want to watch. It is not a History Channel video, but you know, this gentleman has like a million subscribers, and so I'm like, hopefully he doesn't get mad at me for showing his video, because it's an interesting video. The style is a little abrasive. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but behind the sarcasm and the obvious red herrings, we'll say, there's a lot of truth behind what he's saying, and the research is real, and the facts are real. Excuse me for a second while I take some pib. Phrasing while I drink some Pib Extra. If you guys ever want to sponsor me, I drink Pib Extra all the time. Pib Extra is awesome.
I still need to know what that tastes like.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get you one in Houston, did we?
But Jeff kept referring to it as Flux Juice, and I really wanted to try it, so I will have to seek it out.
I'm going to have to, I think I'm just going to start calling it Flux Juice, because it's just, I drink it all the time. It's terrible for you, but, you know. So the idea behind Project Bluebeam is that the One World Order is going to create this massive catastrophic event that's going to force us all to kind of come together as one world to have this one world order. They're going to be doing this using holograms and aerial, they called it aerial laser pretty much where they bounce lasers off of one of the spheres to make it look like shit's happening. And essentially it's what they're going to use to force everybody to abandon their religions and kind of come to this one religion and this one world peace and one world order, which is fascinating.
I have a question. When you say one of the spheres, what does that refer to? Like
the ionosphere, or the ones that encompass the globe that keep in our stuff.
Oh, like the stratosphere?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Like geography type stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I'm blanking on at the moment.
I wasn't sure exactly what you meant. I thought you meant something about flat Earth-ish.
No. Just one of the... Yeah, no.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. Very scientific. This is why you got to do your own research. I give you the information, go find it. Find the right words, because I can't.
No, you've got it. I mean, you know this stuff. And then another question.
Yeah. Oh, see, we're getting all the spheres up in here.
Stratosphere, troposphere. Yep, all the spheres. Ionosphere.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I can't remember which one, but they're gonna be bouncing lasers and signals off of the spheres to create these illusions in the sky to, pretty much either, scare everybody enough or like just make everybody believe these miracles or,
Well, I remember references to the New World Order. Is the One World Order something different?
No, well, I believe One World Order is the biblical sense, like, yeah, like,
okay,
yeah. Whereas the actual, actually, let's go back to the Wayback Machine and find the New World Order website because that's not available anymore. But it was an actual site that came about in 2020 that was linked to like the WHO and the World Economic Forum and all that stuff.
Oh,
but
the WHO, like the WHO, like the World, World Health Organization.
Yeah.
Because when you said the WHO, I'm thinking the band. Like,
oh no,
of course, I'm thinking like Pete Townsend.
Manders 13 says, but are they Jewish space laser? No, they're just all of the government space lasers.
Although we did recently learn that those do exist, which I think is incredibly fun. Everybody's like, Marjorie Taylor Greene was right.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, it's one of those things where it's like, they're turning the frogs gay. Like, yeah, they were. Like, oh, the space lasers. Like, yeah, the space lasers. Like,
it sounds ludicrous, but it actually exists.
That's the thing, is that they make it sound so bizarre by saying, oh, Jewish space, like, no, just lasers that are attached to satellites coming down to Earth. That's not crazy.
And it's part of Israel's defense system, so it's Jewish, technically, because, well, by and large, Israel is Jewish. There are a couple non-Jewish people in Israel, but it's mostly... Yeah, so Jewish space laser. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene speak for something that, really occurred. So, it took a minute, but hey, I'll give her the credit where credit's due.
I'll have to find the One World or the New World Order website later, because that's not what this is about. We're going to be doing Project Bluebeam tonight. All right, so I have this video that I want to play. And again, you kind of gotta get past the style of the video and just absorb the information, if that makes sense. Because sometimes this information is put out in these ways so that it does look ludicrous. Like, it's meant to look over the top, dramatic, and bad so that it can hide in plain sight. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So, while the style of this video is a little, I do like it, and I like the dude. And I've subbed to his channel, and I've liked the video, so I hope he doesn't mind. I do just like the information he has. He's put it together in a really kind of cool way. And again, I do like the style of the video because it does show that sometimes the things that seem the craziest are what's actually going on. Like, again, they're turning the frogs gay. Maybe not in that brash, but they're putting chemicals in the water that are making the frogs act in a certain way, which isn't crazy when you put it in that sense. But just coming right out and being like, they're turning the frogs gay, it can be a little abrasive.
I think what you mean to advise is for people to take it with a grain of salt, but to have a little faith that there could be something valid here.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see what he's got to say.
Also, I'm half expecting this to be my ex-boyfriend.
I was right about the frogs.
Sorry?
No, I was just saying... Part of me is like, I bet this is my ex-boyfriend's video, because I knew a guy who, was really into conspiracy.
Oh,
anyway,
Lord.
Sorry. It's probably not him.
Anyway. I was right about that island, you know the one. Now, I'm about to be right about Project Bluebeam, that's right. The NWO, the Shadow Masters, they finally got us right where they want us, and this is the final, I mean it this time, the absolute final step to take over this whole planet. It's already happening in front of our eyes, people. And if you don't believe, it's because they already got to you with their lies.
The Pentagon released its report on UFO sightings today, saying an additional 366 sightings have been investigated since 2021.
No, they're lying. It's Project Bluebeam.
I love this. It's so good.
Yeah. See, and like I said, I like it.
It's theatrical.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
This right here, Serge Monast, journalist who first tried to warn us about Project Bluebeam. And I want you to read very carefully what he's saying in French.
Il ressort des enquêtes et des résultats obtenus à date qu'il est possible d'administrer un vaccin à l'intérieur duquel il semble rien y avoir en apparence et qui soit pas offensif.
Sound familiar? This stuff doesn't come out of nowhere, folks, but we've been covering it. We've been trying to warn you people about it. It's a multi-step process to enslave humanity.
Et le contrôle direct des individus via satellite.
That's right. They want to control us with satellites. Thank you,
Which,
Serge. But you can't hear me. They killed him with a
quick,
heart
if
attack
I
back in
just-
'96.
Where is it? Where's
By
the
the way,
map?
all these
There it
comments.
is. If I just put a quick pause on the video, it says that through a certain something, Maxine, they're going to be able to control certain aspects.
Are you reading the
these-
French?
Oh, no. That was just, this
Oh.
is just, I was summarizing the last
Apologies.
video, essentially.
Sure.
No, that's,
Okay.
I didn't even try to read this. Oh, you can read it. Can you read it?
Yeah. And also, I was just going to say that guy's French accent does not sound like he's from France. I don't know where he's from, but his accent's definitely not like a typical French accent. He might be from like an African French-speaking country. Not that matters. Let me see. Oh my god, my eyesight is so terrible today. Let's see, what's it saying? Algerne, que légendaire. Oh, wait. No, that's Portuguese. Sorry. The second part is French. Bonjour. Faites des copies par centaines de ces interviews, surtout si quelqu'un pourrait traduire en français celle de Milton William Cooper. It doesn't really say anything important, I don't think. It's just like kind of saying like thanks for the, for these videos and nothing important.
I mean, it's definitely because it's on the video. The writer of this book was essentially this was back in like '94, talking about how the government is going to come out with a vaccine that's going to be invisible, that's going to have crystals or something to that effect in it that will then react with these lasers or these satellites, which I'm like, interesting, because that was back in '94. And when you're thinking about now about how the government pushed out, certain things, and how these now space lasers are becoming a known thing, it's like, what did he know back in '94?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's just it's weird.
It's on this video are in French, so I don't know what the hell they're saying. Hey, speak American, you little pussies. So yeah, Serge was right about that one. And so was I, by the way. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the 4 steps that comprise Project Bluebeam.
Step 1, destroy religion.
Yep, that's right. The NWO's first agenda is going to be eradicate all religions. How are they going to do that? Well, I got Serge Monast's article right here, so let's see what the man himself has to say. They're going to do it by using engineered earthquakes and hoax discoveries. Sound familiar? And what are they going to use these earthquakes for? Well, let me read Serge's own words here. The first step in the NASA Bluebeam project concerns the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. It deals with the setup with artificially created earthquakes at certain precise locations on the planet, supposedly new discoveries, which will finally explain to all people the error of all fundamental religious doctrines. That's right, they want to rewrite religion because the religious are the most immune to propaganda. That's why you got to separate them from the herd.
And that right there has been something that's bothered me for so long, because I mean, especially now, how hard are they pushing against religion?
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
They're starting to push they're starting to push back against religion very hard. And it makes sense that if you were to try and take over humanity, you would, like, the religious people, because they have their faith in God and not in the government, they're going to be the hardest to kind of, like, brainwash and stuff.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you think about it, Marxist ideology is actually, it's the first step when you look to deprogram somebody from a cult. It's like, are they separating you from your friends and family and isolating you? Yes, that's the entire point of, Marxist ideology. It's to, like, get you out of the family unit. It's to keep you from having people to rely on, keep you from having faith, get you confused, and have you look around, where do I turn? Oh, Big Brother. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty transparent.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, especially, they're trying, I mean, the propaganda in the schools has been bad for a long time. They're getting these kids to be so dependent on, like, government. It's terrible. Because it's like, no, you can't trust the government or rely on the government. And all these kids, like, today that are just being fed all this bullshit in schools these days, it's like, yeah, we got to take back the schools because this is bad.
It's like, very bad.
Once you break apart the family and like, there's no parents anymore, like, you can't trust the government to raise your kids. No. That's just bad.
No, and I think that the worst thing about the public school system is it does not teach kids how to be independent thinkers whatsoever. And I think I think one of the best skills that you can learn is how to be an objective, rational person and how to evaluate evidence for yourself. And that's really not something that public school is going to teach you whatsoever. And so I think, like, homeschooling, like you were homeschooled, and homeschool kids might turn out a little different, but they're special.
We're weird.
Yeah, I mean, look, I did independent study for a little while. Maybe that contributes to my quirkiness, but I think that I was able to be sort of, closer to my family and, spend more time doing things that were meaningful instead of wasting my time on a bunch of bullshit. So I really, really think that homeschooling is great. As long as you can get your kids, like, doing other social stuff and, to meet people outside the home and whatever, which, like, you totally can do. It's just...
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's, I am so thankful I turned out, like, sort of, I can pretend to be normal.
You turned out perfect. You're awesome. I love you. You're my favorite.
Oh, thank you. But, like, my parents had us in club sports and city sports and, church activities. We were constantly surrounded, we had friends and we had normal-ish social lives. So, like, I'm thankful I turned out decent.
Yeah, I don't think you missed anything by not going to public school.
Absolutely. Especially, well, and I don't know if you know any of the schools down in, like, Orange County, but, like, I would have had to go to Western in Orange County. And, like, that school was not the greatest high school, but, like, there were a couple different high schools we could have, like, transferred out to, but, like, our public schools, I'm so glad I didn't have to go to those public schools. They were not great.
Nope.
But let's get back to the video.
Make them feel like an outsider so that when the final days of the whole plan come together, ain't too many of them left. That's why they don't make Disney movies with perfect little princesses anymore. That's right. They're all a bunch of gay whores now. It's all part of indoctrinating the youth, making them trust the system as they grow up. It's only built to control them. Why Roald Dahl books are being changed and play.
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to Matilda, Roald Dahl's books are some of the most well-known books in the world. But now, some of the words in his stories are set to change.
That's brainwashing.
You see, Puffin Books, the publisher of Roald Dahl's stories, has announced it's going to be tweaking some of the words in them moving forward.
It's hired something called sensitivity readers, whose job it is to read the entire book and mark out anything that's deemed to be offensive by today's standards.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a real life example of what I'm saying.
For example, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Augustus Gloop being described as fat will be changed to enormous.
Yeah, well, someone needs to sensitivity read that sensitivity reader, because calling a fat person enormous is still pretty offensive.
And gender-neutral language will be used to describe the Oompa Loompas.
Yep, these communists will not let anything go.
There are also some instances where entirely new lines are being added.
I don't even understand why liberals be okay with this. They love books.
When I was little, I also liked the Roald Dahl books, and if we change the words, we won't remember what the original words were.
That's right, little girl, you won't. Soon enough, all of us are going to be questioning our memories. Well, one thing they can't change is this comment I'm about to leave, where I spilled the truth all over the place. Oh, shit. They turned the comments off. Cowards! Well, you know, this is a show about leaving online comments, so I got to leave a comment somewhere. I'm just going to pick a video at random.
I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie.
Yeah, that'll work. You people need to open your goddamn eyes. This is all part of Project Bluebeam Step 1, where they rewrite history and destroy religion. They want you to believe Jesus Christ was a girl boss who fought beside Captain Marvel against the Romans. We have already lost so many to the siren's call of the New World Order. Just look at what they did to Scooby-Doo and Buzz Lightyear. Next thing you know, we're going to wake up one day and suddenly have the full knowledge and know-how to give a perfect blowjob, correctly stroking the shaft as we wrap our tongue around the glands, warming our hands before we massage the balls. That's what they want our kids to learn. Just open the latest edition of James and the Giant Peach, where the new ending is James turning the Peach into an all-ages drag bar surrounded by armed Antifa members twerking in tandem to the Hamilton soundtrack. I'm sick of it. Shakira, those hips might not lie, but you know what does? The globalists. The globalist means Jews. And post. Step 2, holograms, fake UFOs, and demonic possession.
I laughed so hard. I'm like, I love this dude.
I need. Okay, I'll go back and watch this again, but the bit with James and the Giant Peach being a drag bar, that just killed me. Oh my god.
It was hysterical.
It was
I'm
so
like,
funny.
yo, that was such a good rant.
Oh, I love it. Oh, please keep going. I mean, this guy's so funny.
Yes.
I love that he loves
That's
it.
right, Step 2's a doozy, folks. It's a big one. Now, Serge Monass was a smart man. He's much smarter than myself.
Everybody calls him Serge
Maybe that's why I'm
Monass,
having such
too.
a hard time understanding what he meant when he wrote this. There are two different aspects of Step 2. The first is the space show. Where does space show come from? The space show, the holographic images, will be used in a simulation of the ending, during which all nations will be shown scenes that will be the fulfillment of that which they desire to verify the prophecy's adversary events. These will be projected from satellites onto the sodium layer about 60 miles above the Earth. We see tests every once in a while, but they are called UFOs and flying saucers sightings. Any of that sound familiar?
This morning, questions after more unidentified objects are discovered over U.S. and Canadian airspace. According to a senior administration official, this latest object was in the shape of an octagon, unmanned, and traveling near sensitive sites at an altitude of 20,000 feet.
They know that these so-called balloon UFOs are just part of the programming. Mainstream media has always been part of the plan, and I got the documents to prove it. And by documents, I, of course, mean a bunch of Yahoo News articles that had my assistant print out. The UFO shoot-downs show the hardest part of discovering alien life may be announcing it. Here's how NASA might break the news. Do you not see, people? This is all conditioning. It's programming. They're getting you ready for something. What is it? Ask yourself. Ask questions. What's this next article? This next article is called What's Up with the UFOs? Where's the rest of it? Wait, hang on a second. Is this just a video? Frank, did you print out a video? I can't play that. All right, fuck it. I'll do it on the laptop. Wasting my paper.
There's going to be some information I think we're going to get in the next couple of years. If you listen to talk radio, especially to Coast AM, they're all talking about the fact that, you know, we're going to get this information, declassify the information.
See, folks, there it is. You'd have to be crazy not to believe in UFOs, right?
But we're going to learn a lot more.
But do you think the American public or the world public is ready for something like that? Because it challenges everything they know. If there is life out of there, we're supposed to be the only intelligent life because God created us. Then it brings into question God.
Senator, I was just saying it out loud.
I really think the public will accept.
Real quick, I do want to bring up the fact. Everybody says, oh, there's a whole other religious side to this that I would like to explore. Because that is a whole other rabbit hole about how, you know, what people perceive as aliens are actually angels. So that's a whole other rabbit hole I want to get down at some other point where, you know, what people call aliens are actually angels. Because That's a cool one too.
Well, the biblical angels
there's
do
going to
look
be a
really
lot of
alien
far,
with those
you
eyes.
know.
Oh my God, yes. And this is what a lot of people don't understand is that actual biblical aliens are kind of terrifying. They're like described as just being like thousands of eyes with like sword like swinging around them, or like just giant eyeballs with like wings and like eyeballs stretching out like all down the like angels are kind of like scary.
Yeah, but cool, like really cool and weird.
But like super badass.
Oh yeah,
like scary in a very respectful way.
Yeah, I don't know how they became what they are now. It's a very different look. that would be a great costume for Halloween as a biblical angel.
But see, here's the thing. Also, one of the reasons I think angels are how they are now. I do think angels do have and this is why we have to have a whole angels stream, because angels themselves, like angels can appear to be human. And there's actually a verse in the Bible in the New Testament in the book of Hebrews. It's Hebrews 13:11. It's in the book of Hebrews. I'm pretty sure it's chapter 13 because it's one of my favorite verses. It says it's essentially talking about when you're entertaining strangers, like be careful how you talk to strangers, because people have entertained angels without even knowing it. And like that is my favorite verse, because to me that means that angels can take the appearance of humans and just walk around as everyday people. And it's like these, like, you know, heavenly beings just like walk around Earth and like chill. So like you should probably be nice to people, because like what if it's an angel? Do you want to be a dick to an angel? I don't want to be a dick to an angel.
You know, I believe it because I mean, look, I'm a rooted in reality, rooted in science kind of person, and I've toyed with atheism here and there. Not now, not anymore. We actually had a really good conversation. That, remember, we were going to do a stream. We were actually going to do a stream about like theism and atheism when I thought of myself as an atheist, and then you changed my mind, and now I believe in God. So thank you for that. But I do believe I do believe that angels are on Earth, because I'm sure that I've met a couple of them. You might be one.
No, oh Lord, I am no angel. But
can you imagine angels wearing Crocs?
Oh my God! See, I'm pretty sure my guardian angel wears Crocs. Like he's got to, or she's got to. Whatever my angel's got to be wearing Crocs.
Well, we have like you had an angelic moment that truly transcended me. So thank you for that. I appreciate you in all of your humanity.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. But no, like faith to me and like God to me, because I was raised in a Christian household, and I was raised as a Christian, and it's one of those things where it's like in my experience, there's no way God isn't real. Like there's just there is a creator and there is God. That's just how it is. Like you cannot change my mind. That's how it is.
Well, it's refreshing to hear that, really, because most adults who grew up in religious households end up being like really annoying with their atheism, and they'll say stupid stuff like, you believe in a giant sky, daddy, that blah blah blah, and I'm just like, can you shut up, please? Like let people have their faith. It's a fucked up world. Like let people have some comfort. If you don't believe in it, great, whatever, doesn't matter. I will never begrudge somebody their religious beliefs. That's anti-American. It is written in the Constitution. It is in the first freaking amendment. Freedom of religion, baby. And that is why I very strongly disagree with shitting on anybody's religion. Let people believe what they believe as long as it abides by the law. That's all there is to it.
I agree with that 100%. It's like it's not my place. It's not my place. I don't mind sharing my experience with other people, but I will never force what I believe down anybody's throat, because it's like that's not what faith is.
No. And I'm glad that you have strong beliefs, because I think that it takes a strong person to have strong beliefs, and I think a lot of people are just weak and have weak character. and
That's
have
fair.
been they've been sold this lie of individualism and self-reliance. But when things get hard, when bad things happen to you in your life, you're gonna pray to God. You're gonna.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
If your family ends up in the hospital for whatever reason, God forbid. Like, I had a friend who, her dad was working construction. He fell off a building 8 stories. He landed on his feet like a cat. Okay, but he broke a bunch of vertebrae and his hips and his legs.
Yeah.
And he was in the hospital. I don't know how. That's a miracle. That's a freaking miracle. And so my friends, we're praying to God. And this is a friend of mine who I know is an atheist. And so she was like, you know what? It just really changes you. Stuff happens in life. So, don't knock it. I'm glad you have your faith.
And there are definitely, there are so many medical miracles and stuff like that do happen. You're you can only explain it by God. That's just, it's why put up a resistance and be no, there can't be a God. Why? If something miraculous happens, why can't you I get it. But we're going off on another tangent. Rosalind Duke with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. This is the most I've laughed in months. Dead.
This is one of the funniest videos I've seen in a long time. I was in a bad mood last week. Last week, and I needed to see this. I'm glad I'm seeing it now. It's really good.
It's really good, and like I said at the beginning, it can be a little abrasive to people, the style. But for me, I find it hilarious, and it's so just funny. Yeah.
I love it.
And we got a $10 super chat from Fundian. Mother Fluxxing Flux Bucks for the Mother Fluxxing Flux on my Fluxxing birthday.
Happy birthday.
Is Fluxxing drunk. Have some Fluxxing fun, you Fluxers. I'm Fluxxing fluxed up. Fundian, my dude. Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Fundian.
Happy birthday.
Also give Fundian a thank you because he's a trucker. He just took what did he say? 42,000 pounds of Coke from Minnesota to Florida. Coca-Cola. He transports things. He's a truck driver.
The drug trafficker. Well, happy birthday. We're gonna accuse you of drug trafficking.
No. He literally hauled Coca-Cola. He's a truck driver, and he hauled Coca-Cola.
No, just the way you said it.
No, it's hilarious. That's how he put it last week. I died laughing.
No,
he's
trucking is really
Coke, and I'm like,
all the driving. It is. I mean, that is so hard on your body. It is not for the faint of heart. Fundian is awesome. He shows up all the time. He's always here. We love him. I appreciate Fundian.
Thank you
much.
so much. And currently, Fundian also has the biggest monument in Minecraft Mornings.
Oh yeah?
He is currently the reigning biggest. There's kind of this for those of you who don't know, I do Minecraft Mornings on Saturday mornings with Mrs. Flux. And if you donate, if you give a super chat on Minecraft Morning, you get a monument or a monolith built in my world. And there is currently a 3-way battle for the biggest between Legal Vices, Jeff of Legal Vices, Dave of MLS Law Show Network, and Fundian. And Fundian is currently the biggest by 1 block.
I love it.
Yep. It is awesome.
I didn't know that because I always sleep in on Minecraft Mornings and I wake up and I'm like, shit, I missed it again.
Well, this week Minecraft Mornings will probably be Minecraft afternoons because I am going to be going over to Aussie Overlord's Saucy Saturday. Right? That's what it's called? Saucy Saturday?
Yes. Is it sauced? It's something like that.
Or
and
Sauce Saturday?
I will see you there. Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Me too. I don't think I'm going to be drinking at 4 a.m. when it starts for me, but I'm going to be there. It'll be a great time.
Thankfully it starts at 8 a.m. my time, which is typically right when I wake up and start playing Minecraft. Well, I typically start around 9. But I'm probably going to postpone it for a little bit so that I can go hang out over at Hayden's and chill with you guys and have fun because
awesome.
I miss all you guys.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll be able to do both. Then I can finally show up and see what the monuments look like. That'll be great.
Oh, I'll definitely do a tour for you because it's a fun place. But yes, happy birthday, Fun Diane. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yes, you are still currently the reigning biggest.
Well, I hope you have the happiest and most wonderful birthday, and I'm glad that you are fluxing drunk, but not too fluxing drunk to type. You spelled everything pretty much correctly. Get drunker! Celebrate!
All right. But yeah, so we'll go back to the UFO video.
Yeah.
For religious groups that are going to have problems with this.
Oh, don't worry. They're building camps for those people.
They're destigmatizing this, is what they're doing. And I found that interesting in that report that was just re-released last month.
Ugh, I feel like I got goblin slime all over me from watching that. Blech! Be gone, demons. Maybe closer to answering that question. Look at this sheep. I better reply to him. And commenting on this article has ended. Well, that's 2 in a row. They must be afraid of the truth. Well, it's a good thing this same exact video also exists on YouTube.
Then it brings into question God.
We got any more brainwashed idiots in here? What's this say? Nitric acid should be kept at home and turned off air conditioners and heating systems. The following schools and all classes and activities are canceled for tomorrow, 2/21/23. Well, that's an MK Ultra activation code. If I've ever seen one, I better reply. Shut the fuck up, you NASA fed. I know you want to crawl up my butt and lay your satanic eggs, but tough titties, because Paul Joseph Watson taught me a neat trick where you leave a tampon in your ass all day to fend off goblin attacks. World's waking up, you piece of shit. And Yahoo Post. Now, I know there may still be some non-believers out there thinking that the government would never use hologram technology to replace God. Then how do you explain this?
Actual video, guys. Actual video.
They're already doing it.
Okay.
Can't you people see that?
That looks normal. So normal.
If you listen real hard, you might be able to hear some people in the background, and hey, they're buying it hook, line, and Jesus.
I have seen many visions of the face of Jesus Christ in clouds and in other objects. His face is very pure and loving. Many of these visions occurred when I was going through difficult times. Jesus loves us all very much. All praise be to the Lord.
Yeah, check this out. I got another YouTube account. It's called Lord Almighty Official. The NWO can pretend to be God. Why can't I? Listen, stupid. Those are holograms. I'm the real God, and I'm going to hit you with a bus if you don't repent and forsake this false idol. Also, Venmo me $500. Link is in my bio. Sincerely, real God. And reply. Bluebeam Technology at work. Project Bluebeam. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see people fighting back. LMG. I want to see him IRL. I miss him so much. That's real cute coming from a federal agent pretending to be a stroke victim. Stop taking pictures of my house. Apply to that stupid bitch. But as you can see for yourself, there are some people who are starting to wake up. You hear that, George Soros? Just take a look at some of my woke allies. From Brett Flat Earther, Book of Revelation, Watcher, Anti-Q Truther. Was that Polish? The fake alien invasion is soon for their NWO. The flat earthers know about the firmament dome and won't be deceived by this worldwide 9/11 false flag. Repost IG at Brian.ava. What an amazing time to be alive. Come Lord Jesus. Hashtag Project Bluebeam. Hashtag deception. Hashtag lies. Hashtag Jesus. Hashtag the end is near. Yeah, he's got it all confused. Let me just clear this up. No, dickhead, it's real simple. Project Bluebeam does mean it's a fake alien invasion, but also a fake Jesus invasion too. They want you to worship their Jesus hologram so they can destroy religion. Also, the earth isn't flat. 9/11 was the Saudis. Get it straight so you don't look stupid. And clear that up. All right, now let's hear a quick word from our sponsors while I gargle this hot sauce. Now, folks, I want to tell you about today's sponsor.
I'm fast forward to his sponsor.
These right here are the finest quality
I just love that there's an actual giant sky daddy.
We're behind the
That's a real one. I said I just love that there's a giant sky daddy, literally.
Oh, absolutely, right?
So good. It's like,
well, it's that easy, folks. You want to keep raw dogging the internet? Be my guest. But if it's peace of mind you're after, you're going to want to get some of these nutraceuticals from over at NordVPN.com/big money. Oh, yeah. That tastes like privacy. Celebrate NordVPN's birthday at NordVPN.com/big money for huge savings on a 2-year plan, plus an additional gift of up to 1 year for free. Warning, NordVPN contains lead. Step 3, telepathic electronic two-way communication. It's a very confusing name, but I guess, you know what, I'm just going to read it. If it is possible to feed artificial thought into the multigenic field via satellite, the mind control of the entire planet is now possible. I mean, why not just call step 3 mind control? I don't know. Once again, it is wise to consider how television, advertising, modern education, and various types of social pressure are used to manipulate those boundaries. Now, come on, I know that sounds familiar. They're controlling us through the media, the Hollywood elite, the internet. Oh, the internet. The internet's full of Bluebeam technology. Just look at TikTok.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, President Biden. In the last video, you saw that Trump attempted to grief my Minecraft house. but he wasn't prepared for the surprise that was waiting for him. In today's video, I'm going to try to get a little payback in by griefing Trump's house.
These deep.
I went into creative mode and gave myself some TNT to blow Trump's house the fuck up.
Yep, this deepfake technology is definitely part of the brainwashing. It's to make you question everything you see going on, every voice you hear. It's to make sure that at no point in time are you sure whether what's happening is real. Because of this.
Yo, Joe, how do you think Trump is going to react when he sees his house is destroyed?
I think he's going to call me sleepy for the 100th fucking time.
Is this real? I see, it's already working. And when they're not destroying the fabric of our reality, you know what they're doing? They're distracting the most important people of our society. Next time you go to a hospital, folks, take a look around. You're going to be wondering, where's all the staff gone? Well, I'll tell you where they're gone. They're doing this shit. Folks, we're losing nurses left and right to these neurotransmitting satellites that make them want to stop helping patients and just dance. 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 Yeah, you won't be dancing when I go in there with an impacted colon because I spent the whole week eating Percocets and Costco cheese wheels. And post! Yeah, I'm just doing my best to deprogram these lost souls, but we can't save everyone, folks, no. Not when every algorithm on the planet keeps leading us down a road of distractions and false prophets such as this man.
I recently bought a very expensive car. Too expensive. I'm an idiot. I bought a Bugatti, and when I was at the Bugatti dinner...
You know, I simply can't trust a man that's got more than one accent.
Like, they have no respect for anything. So if you don't respect something, you can't value anything.
If he saw value in sex-trafficked women, does that mean he also respected them? Because that's the kind of simp behavior that gets me to unsub and post. Thanks.com. All right, well, yeah, that was step 3. It was the final step. Step 4. Universal supernatural manifestations via electronics. Couldn't be simpler than that, folks. The final step, the grand finale in the NWO's Project Bluebeam plan.
Really quick. Everybody, just, I don't know if I shared the channel name before. How do I get out of there? It is. This guy is Internet Comment Etiquette with Eric. Go give him a sub. Give him a like. He's really funny. If this is your style, I think he's hilarious. You should go sub up to this channel. Because he's got a lot of other shit that's... I haven't been able to get into too many of his videos, but he's funny.
I'm doing it right now.
None other than universal supernatural manifestations via electronics. I mean, it speaks for itself. Obviously, we all know what that means. We're smart. We get it. That said, I'm still going to have to... I'm just going to watch a YouTube video about it.
The fourth and final step of Operation Bluebeam involves making humanity think an alien invasion is about to occur at every major city in the world.
Wait, I thought that was step 2.
The movie Independence Day was the first to forward this notion along with Battle, Los Angeles, and many others.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I got no idea what the fuck this guy's talking about. He's using a robot voice. For all I know, this is another federal agent trying to sow doubt among the community. So I'm just going to read what Sergey said here. According to many reports we have received, we believe it will begin with some kind of worldwide economic disaster. Not a complete crash, but enough to allow them to introduce some kind of in-between currency before they introduce their electronic cash to replace all paper or plastic money.
Sound familiar?
Does that sound familiar? Now, folks, if this is the first you're hearing about Project Bluebeam, I can understand if it sounds a little crazy to you. That's a lot to take in, I know. But just know that it's supposed to sound crazy. That's what they want. So they keep you from getting to the truth. They might even send your own family after you, but just do what I say. Believe in it harder. Believe in it as hard as you can and never give up on that belief. Your family, your friends, if they call you crazy, that's even more reason to just keep believing, hide it in your body, and keep it there under lock and key, and don't let anyone change it. That's what I'm telling you what to do. And that's how you avoid getting brainwashed. And if you still think that I'm just some fat guy mad over nothing, well, maybe you'll listen to someone a little more rational.
Josephus said of Nimrod, listen, quote, he gradually changed the government into tyranny to turn men from the fear of God and to bring them into constant dependence on his power, end of quote. Does that sound familiar?
Oh, shit, yeah, it does.
Out of European history comes the Illuminati. That name means enlightened ones. They were a super secret organization of international financial power brokers in Europe, and they had as their goal a worldwide empire, a new world order. Their leadership consisted, listen, of Satanists and atheists.
Pretty sure this guy's my dad.
They think they are ready to rule the world. Get serious. I agree with the slogan, get America out of the UN and the UN out of America.
I agree with that.
Sharing to Facebook.
John Hagee don't miss no meals, pizzas or burgers at all. He definitely doesn't fast.
There's going to be a new world order, and soon. It's not going to be the socialist utopia that self-serving politicians in Washington, D.C. think it is, that the Marxist professors in America's universities are clamoring for. It's going to be a global dictator and absolute slavery for mankind through the Antichrist.
A elfin K is one cornered mint under other Grover and mint. Mints! And my salt isn't Santa, Nick. Hello, sir. You're nice Lawson for people. Please send me cell number.
He will slaughter 1/4 of the Earth's population. He is going to produce 7 years of hell on Earth.
Hail Satan, boo boogaboo. Here's what I know. Biden was on TV with a demon called Bill Nye. Is Biden one too? I think he is.
The Church of Jesus Christ is leaving this earth in something called the rapture. The trump of God is going to sound, and we're out of here.
This guy's head, he's looking at
Not me, I'm sticking around for what I did in Thailand back in 97. So I hope this video helped you understand
what was that?
I just said that guy's head looks like a meatloaf. I'm sorry. I can't keep my comments to myself.
That's all right.
This is so funny.
Project Bluebeam is, what it's meant for, and how to stop it. And I mean, I did read like most of the original articles, so if you still don't understand, that's on you. Now, in other news, I think I saw that pastor's face shapeshift into a lizard for a split second, so I'm gonna have to call him out. Hey, keep up the great work, brother. I loved you as MODOK in the new Ant-Man movie with that giant football field-sized fucking head of yours. You better hope NASA doesn't find out about your ass, or they're not even gonna need a space hologram. They'll just show a picture of you to convince people that aliens are real. Anyway, I got my suspicions that this sermon was a shadow government psyop because you did a whole lot of talking, but not once did you mention Project Bluebeam or what they're doing to brainwash us. You didn't talk about Northcom trying to put people into FEMA camps. But the most damning evidence that you're just 15 goblins in a three-piece suit is that there will be no rapture. Sergei Monast himself said they have levitation technology to simulate the rapture, this thing that you seem to be so utterly fond of. Well, have fun with your Bilderberg, Bohemian Grove friends next time you guys all meet up to drink baby blood and plot out the next phase of the MCU. I hope the money's worth it, Pastor John, because people are waking up. And we got all the 90-minute unhinged YouTube documentaries to prove it. Yeah, post! All right, now what else we got in the news?
Developing right now, residents in East Palestine, Ohio are under expanded evacuation orders after a 50-car train derailment.
Nah, I don't want to cover that.
The party don't stop, no matter the day. And gay frog acceptance has come a long way.
Go sub up to this guy, guys. He's awesome.
And sexy Uncle David's got a lobster claw.
So yeah, that was the introduction into there's my mouse, into Project Bluebeam.
So it's holograms.
Yes, holograms.
Okay. Got it.
And we got a $20 super chat from the Gun Club. Thank you so much.
I know that
Just
guy.
finished my video on the main incident. Really needed a laugh. Thanks, ladies. Ow. I will have to go give that a watch because that's did you hear about the thing that's going on in Maine and in New England?
Did they find the guy?
I don't think so. I think he actually is in Mass now. Like, Mrs. Flex said one of her friends had posted that he had moved down, or he had traveled down to Mass, that they think.
It's scary. Really
Yeah.
Scary.
So, I'll have to check that out. And thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And you are welcome, because this guy, again, I enjoyed his video thoroughly. And yeah, it did a pretty good explanation. Obviously, there's a lot more in-depth. There's a lot more depth to it, and you can do a lot more reading on it. And you can find a lot of coincidences just where you're like the whole money thing, the whole deep fake thing. Like that video of Joe Biden playing Minecraft, dead. I died. That was hilarious.
Shapiro. That was so good.
Right? And he's like, what do you think Trump's going to do when he sees his house blown up? Biden's like, I think he's going to call me Sleepy Joe for the 100th fucking time. I was like, my God. If he was like that in real life, that'd be fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much what I had for at least our introduction into Project Bluebeam, because again, we can go more in depth because there's the whole religious aspect to it where there's a lot of people that think there's a religious aspect to it, there's a government aspect to it. It's just it goes so deep, the rabbit hole. So deep. But it has been just about an hour. And I actually are you going over to Excited Utterances at all?
Oh no, I think I need a nap. Probably.
That's I'm gonna after this, guys, we're gonna dump over into Excited Utterance because she has a Halloween party going on.
Oh,
so I'm gonna swing by there for a few minutes and hang out.
Awesome. Send my regards.
I will. And then tomorrow, I'm so excited because we're gonna be hanging out all weekend.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So we're hanging out tomorrow over at Mom's house over with the fantastic Megan Fox. We'll be doing the reading of the dependency court transcripts, which is going to be very difficult to read. Like, that's going to be a hard read. But it's information that I believe needs to get out there. This has to stop. And the only way it stops is if people do something. And in order for people to do something, they have to know about it. And in order for people to know about it, we have to talk about it. So that is what we're going to be doing over there tomorrow. And then we'll be hanging out at Ozzy's on Saturday. So I'm excited. I'm like, I have a full weekend and everything.
Right? I'm excited too. I'm really happy that
What do you got coming up?
Oh God, what do I have coming up? Well, the stuff that you said, I'm going to be doing those things. I may or may not be doing F-feminism tomorrow, depending. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little wiped out. I was
She's been up since like 2 a.m. her time.
Like 4:30. I was gonna go on a panel in the middle of the day, and the host dropped out, so they were like, "Hey Chandler, can you host?" And I was like, "Sure." And they were like, "Okay, can you come up with questions?" And so in 3 hours I did that. And I think I am just now realizing how
that is
exhausted
awesome.
I am. It was really fun. It was a great panel. I loved it. It was for Pearl's new channel called the Audacity Network. We filmed a couple of panels, and hopefully she's gonna be putting everything up in November. They're gonna be editing everything, but it's like brand new, and hopefully they'll ask me to host again, because I really liked doing that, and I feel like it was a lot of fun. We got to talk about some really good subjects. We talked about like serious stuff. We talked about like the Cheesecake Factory and all that whole thing about like women dating.
God, that situation is so crazy,
right? And apparently like the Cheesecake Factory lady like spoke out, was like, and I'm like, I don't want to hear from her. She's terrible. Wow. I'm like, why would I want to hear from her? I want to hear from the guy. I love that Megan was like, I'd let him take me to the Cheesecake Factory. I'd let him marry me. He's wonderful. It's so sweet. I watched the whole thing, and I was like, this guy, she does not deserve him. Mm-mm.
No. And like, he had reservations at the nice place.
Yep.
But she was an hour fucking late.
So rude. And she didn't even invite him in?
How do you...
Who does that?
Who does that? And who is an hour late? Like that? Ugh.
And has the audacity to sit in somebody else's car and say, I don't want to go where you picked. It's not nice enough. Like, I mean, she was like, look at all of this. And I'm like, girl, you don't even look that good. I'm sorry, but her makeup was not cute. She had, I just did not like the way that her lipstick and her, whatever color she was wearing clashed. It was not good. And I mean, I mean this like not to pick on other women, but honestly, it's like sometimes you need style advice, and sometimes, and I'm going to be the woman who's going to tell you that is not flattering. I'm not going to insult you, but I'm just going to say you could wear something better that's cuter, and you should be, because it doesn't look good. You know, make good choices if you want to be fashionable. Not everybody does.
Make better choices, ladies.
Exactly. And you know, honestly, I think the Cheesecake Factory is a little too nice for her, the way she was dressed. And I love the Cheesecake Factory. I've been going there since I was a child for like every birthday practically. It's like it's my family restaurant because the original one was in a part of town that like, you know, is like where I grew up and we used to go all the time. It's like I have very fond memories. So maybe it's cheesy, maybe, you know, but like it's really, they have really good bread. They have like, you know, strong what's it called? You know, that the wine cocktail thing. What is that again?
Margarita?
Sangria.
Oh, sangria.
Yeah. They
That
have really
one.
good strong sangria. I love their salmon. You know, I don't even ever get the cheesecake, honestly. Like I just like the ambiance. I don't know. It's nostalgic for me. So anybody who doesn't like the Cheesecake Factory can go fuck themselves. You do not deserve that man. Like if somebody wants to take you on a date, enjoy their company. And if you want to go somewhere else, then you ask somebody out and you take them there. It's easy. That is an easy life hack. Like, you could very easily be like, hey, I want to take you somewhere special. And then take them there. You know, gender roles are not, like, super, you know, strict or set in place.
Especially these days.
Yeah. Like, take advantage of it. You wanted feminism, you got it. Like, you know, you pick the restaurant. You take him there. You pay.
Yeah. I'd be down with that.
Quality.
I mean, and I think in all honesty, I think I've been to the Cheesecake once, but that's not by choice. There's just none around. I've never lived around one.
It's special. I don't know why. It's just like, I mean, maybe it's not that great, but I really like it. I can't help myself. It's overpriced. Megan said it was overpriced. I agree with her. But other than that,
I want to go, because like I've heard from what I can, the last time I went there, I think I was like 18. And I think they had like they have like a billion different types of cheesecake, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of cheesecake.
Like, why do I never go? I need to find one near me because I could use some like extra cheesecake, just over the top cheesecake. But really quick, all right. So I interrupted you. What else you got going on?
Oh, I mean, nothing that I can think. I just sidebars next week. Tomorrow it's just going to be Megan, and it's going to be maybe F feminism. I'm pretty sure. It all depends. Just because I have kind of like a neck ache, and I need to like lay on some ice. So that is why I will be ending my streaming after our stream. But hopefully, F feminism and Ozzy's stream, and and then I'm gonna go to a garage sale with my mom on Saturday. So
that sounds fun.
Yeah, we try to do it like every week, but I just haven't gone in a couple of weeks. And there was one that had like all of this whiskey, and I got so excited, and then I slept in. So like all this like fancy whiskey, it was like a hoarder's paradise. They had all this terrible crappy stuff. This person collected like random things, but they had all these beautiful old bottles of whiskey, and I was like, oh my god, Jeff would love this. And I just missed the opportunity. I mean, they had Glencooley, they had Lagavulin, they had like just every amazing whiskey that you can imagine, just sitting there. And and I missed it. So I mean, I don't know if they're going to be doing that again at that house, but I'm going to keep an eye out. Maybe I can score a good bottle. So we'll see.
Definitely. And guys, like I said, Minecraft morning will probably be pushed to the afternoon because I'll be hanging out with Ozzy and Chandler and everybody else on Saturday. I'm gonna read. Oh, before I do that, Rosalind Duke with a 1999 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Full on belly laughs. Absolutely. Like, and that's what I love when I can actually like fully laugh out loud and like just, and that guy had me full on like dying at points.
Dude, seriously, like he's really freaking funny.
He's awesome. But thank you so much for that 1999 super chat. Guys, if you liked this, hit that like button. If you want to, subscribe. If not, that's all right. As long as we hang out, we're cool. We're cool. Guys, go over to Excited Utterance. Let her know I'll be there in a few minutes. I just got it. we went a little longer. I gotta throw up my hair real quick. I probably won't be able to like do the pomp or anything, but I gotta switch into a costume real quick. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Saturday, or we'll see you over at Excited's. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and guys, remember, be excellent to each other. Have a good one. Bye, guys.